On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback.
Matt.
God, what's up, Mike?
Hey,
what's up?
Hey, you said you, like as an I. I thought you said I could be a co-host.
I mean, dude, I've been doing it by myself. You know, I kind of want to keep it that way. But I mean, if you want to co-host for today, sure.
Please, come on, man. I'm here.
Okay, fine. All right. Well, I guess the show starts
now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 133, recorded live on August 28th, 2016. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
And I'm Michael Panetti. You can find me on Twitter at TechExamined.
And you do vlogs now, so...
Yes, I am doing vlogs now, and it's, you know how you can't really pick a name till you have...
30 days and stuff, yeah.
So, just, Matt will put the link down below.
I'll put the link. I've been watching them, and first off, I like vlogs more than anything, so to see it from Mike, man... Those vlogs are just so damn good. You need to go check them out. But seriously, I'll put a link to those down below. And yeah, we've been having issues like crazy. If you hear a beep throughout this episode, then sorry. I'm going to try to fix it, but we've spent way too much time trying to do that already. So we're just going to get into it. If you don't like the beep, then skip the episode. Although it pains me to say that, just skip it because I actually don't care.
Check out my vlogs.
But check out his vlogs. Go watch his vlogs instead. You know?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, next setup though. First setup. Damn, I'm already trying to like go. All right, first setup of the day submitted by Cannon. That's like his actual name. Should I just tell you the age or do you want to guess him?
14.
Okay, 18. So yeah, what made you think he was 14?
Just the unfinishedness of it. The desk isn't done. I just figured it was like a high school project or whatever. You know, it's interesting. I don't know where you put your legs because you got the little underneath. Maybe get rid of the old nightstand to the left. You know, or refurbish it or do something like that. But you need to paint the desk or stain it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed.
I agree. I mean, it's super cool. You got the casters on it and everything. I like that part of it. But it seems like you are pretty handy. So, like you said, get rid of that nightstand. Make your own. Make it an attachment to the desk or whatever. Stain it. Make it look finished. And also, if you're going to build yourself a desk, build it specific to you. So, for instance, you know, the PC and that big, I mean, how big is that thing? Let's see, in comparison, that's like a normal size keyboard. That thing is huge. What is that? Like an audio thing?
What, on the left?
Yeah. That's
a receiver.
That's a receiver? Why does he need that big of a receiver?
From 1945. That's like an old school realistic receiver. Like, that's like something my dad had, and he's like 70.
But what is it even connected to?
I don't know. Maybe he just likes old school stuff, but I would put it somewhere else.
Yeah, because he's got his laptop on top of it. It just doesn't make sense in terms of usability, and especially because it's a custom desk. If you're going to make one, make it so you have room. So I think the receiver can go underneath, even the PC. Yep. That'll help a lot. But what's the next step to make it more personal, because it's definitely lacking in that area?
Yeah, well, first off, you got to straighten up the posters. That's driving me batty.
Yeah.
You got to straighten it up, put them in frames, do something with the desk. You got to paint it, but like it looks like it was like a work desk first, because where do you put your feet? That comes all the way out to the end. So you got to either cut that out or do something, cut it out in the middle and put legs on each side to support it. You got to do something like that.
Yeah, and definitely the posters are something, but also that decal, as badass as it is,
it's gotta
if you're gonna keep it, it's gotta be centered. So get rid of that nightstand, center the desk or whatever. I don't know. It's just out of place for me. I'm not a big fan. The posters, one's way higher because of the light switches. I don't know. It's all over the place. Fix it up, make it yours, and get rid of that receiver and whatnot. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I mean, cable management's good and whatnot. So do you have any final thoughts for him?
No, I mean, just that stuff we talked about. Cable management is good. I don't necessarily like the cables coming out of the PC, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, so that's why he should custom make the desk for the PC so that the cables can go up the slot. It doesn't need to be in an awkward rotated position. But anyways, next setup, let's go to this. Submitted by Hasan. This guy sent me like 55 emails. I think it was him. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he said, I have a YouTube channel. His next email, hey, I have a YouTube channel. And the one after that, he has a YouTube channel. So if you want to check out his YouTube channel, it's Hasan Mivlet. So just look that up and you'll find him. How old do you think he is?
14.
Yeah, 14, and it kind of looks like it in certain ways. I think the first thing is...
hey, where's the rest of the freaking picture? That first bit, where's the top? Like, move it, like, move up.
Yeah.
Like, you got a neck, you can't, like, move your neck up. You're like, this is as high as I go.
And that's the problem. Like, he's got his bed right there. It's like a crib, you know, in case he falls out at night. But, just kidding. But...
that would be a day bed, Matt.
Okay, my bad. Really, though, if you have a bed and you're trying to take a photo of your setup, go against the wall, like all the way against, and you'll get a good shot. Like, people tell me the room's too small. It's not that the room's too small. You're not trying hard enough.
You got to pull the camera up and take a picture.
Do an up angle.
Guitars.
Yeah, do a MySpace angle. You'll get it. You'll get it to work. But the first thing I realized was, like, not even looking at the setup. The room itself is pretty cool with those guitars. I like that.
Yeah.
But then the setup itself, I think, is just very confusing. What was your first thought for the setup?
Well, first off, I couldn't see the rest of the damn setup.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. It looks clean from the top until you see the other pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you forgot the most important part. If you got the guitars on the wall, bring some of that theme over. I know you got the little keyboard on top of the shelf there, but bring more of the music over to the desk and do that. You know, maybe get, you know, I don't know what's above the other pictures and stuff like that, or the off-center TV, but do something else with music over there too. That's what I thought. There's really, you left the theme on one side of the room and didn't bring it to the other.
Yeah, agreed. And I mean, what are your thoughts on that wall-mounted monitor? Do you think it works here, or he should just got like a monitor riser, or what do you think?
I think you need to. The desk isn't as deep as most desks. I don't know what that plastic thing is there. If that's like a heat blocker, but it looks horrible. It might have been better to have the monitor in front of that to block it from the view.
That's what I thought. Like the Alex riser or something.
Yeah.
Just anything to put it up. And then you got those shelves way too close. I don't like how close they are to the monitor. I think that's a problem right there. Also,
too low.
Yeah, wire mold would help for the TV. TV's in a weird spot, but it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. If you play consoles on it, like that PS4, kind of weird. But I don't know if you play it through your Acer monitor right in front. I don't know. It's weird. It lacks, but I think the thing that I didn't like the most was underneath, because you kind of see, like, it's just not too much in the care department there. You know what I mean?
He just gave up on the cables once he got underneath the desk.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
So I'd fix that up a little bit. But yeah, any final thoughts for him?
Just do something with that, with the cables on the wall. Move the shelves up. You got to spread out just a little bit. Maybe smaller shelves, because you ain't got anything on the shelves anyway.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Cool. Next setup. This one I think is pretty cool and interesting. Submitted by Yoav, something like that. Yoav. He enjoys basketball, skiing, and camping, and he says, I know you read at a third grade level, so I kept it short. Oh, it's pronounced Yoav, like yo and then av.
I think that's what I said, Matt.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Jump off a bridge. That's my new favorite line for today, by the way. But yeah, so let's see. How old do you think he is?
16.
16. He's 14.
Oh, good for you, dude.
Yeah, this setup, okay, obviously it's not the best ever, but what I love about it is that it's so different. We don't see setups like this. It's all primarily white, even the display. And what's really cool is that he's got all of these windows, and it's such a bright room. What were your thoughts when you looked at it?
Simple setup. I like the monitor arm because you've got it clean. You don't see the cable. Hopefully that goes through the monitor arm, because that's a pretty cool monitor arm for what you have. Not a whole lot of space to work with. You don't have room for shelves or anything because of the windows, but I'll take that trade-off.
Oh, for sure.
All that light come in to do that. And you know, if you're gonna have to have something like that, this is the best way I think you want to do it. You just want to enjoy the sunlight, keep your setup minimal, and you know, there's some other things I would do, but from the start, I think it looks nice and clean. Yeah,
I love the idea here, because I don't think there's a problem with him clamping the monitor arm. Maybe there was some sort of issue. Maybe that clamp's not even touching that board, but I love the board right there, because it actually is really a cool way to hide the cable to your peripherals without drilling in.
Right.
it's super unique. I really, really like that. I like, the fake plants and everything. One thing I was a little worried about was your PC in the corner, but I guess if all the airflow is in the back, you should be fine. But it does look kind of like a tight fit right there.
Yeah.
But he's got LEDs. He's got some stuff. Usability is a little off with that side table there. I know it's difficult with what you're working with. But really an awesome, unique setup, especially for his age. But yeah, you have any final thoughts for him?
Gotta, again, frame the poster, clean up the wires a little bit. I noticed the headphones on the left side, and you got the cable running all the way to the right. Mm-hmm. Put the hook on the right side, and then wrap the cable up. Then that way you don't necessarily see it. It looks a little cleaner. If you don't have your headphones in, and where the hell do you put your feet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seriously. It's an interesting setup, though, to say the least, and great for the age. So let's go to the next setup, though, submitted by Drew. Now, Drew loves the show. He loves CSGO, Halo, cars, tech, and this is actually the guy that sent me, I think, is like 5 emails about his YouTube. So he's got 250 subs. Please check it out. Tempered Tech. That's TEMPURED Tech. How old do you think he is?
Let's go 14.
13.
Damn.
Yeah, so initial thoughts when you looked at this, were you blown away or were you just like, that's cool?
That's all right. It's just everything he has is there. Mm-hmm. Like, where's everything?
That's a good point. Everything he has is right there.
Is that it? Like, is that all you got? Like, you got to have a place for, like, I don't know, just storage.
Yeah.
Where's storage? No storage. Is it somewhere else? Do you have a setup? You have to grab pencils, paper. There's nothing there. How many mice do you need? Is that 2 mice there?
It looks like it, yeah,
Yeah.
Some work, some play,
Turn the monitors on when you take the goddamn picture.
I will give him this, though. They're clean as hell.
Yeah, it's clean.
But I'm just saying, most people don't clean their monitors on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah.
So I like that. I give you props. But I think in the theme department, damn, this is really cool. I know it's like a little all over the place and whatnot. And I know some people might not like it, but I love he's got like the traffic light and the stop sign, the man cave. Yeah. He's got the cars and the Halo stuff. Hey man, he said he loves CSGO. He's got stuff. He's got stuff for cars and for Halo. Like all the stuff that he said he loves, it's here. No one can replicate it. It's like, this is his setup. I like that part of it. Usability looks good. He's got a salt lamp, so he's smart as hell. And I mean, I like the layout of the desk and stuff, but wire management also great. I do agree though. An Alex drawer to the left, something like that would have helped because storage is a big deal. Out of sight, out of mind. Yes, you don't have anything on your desk that you don't use on a daily basis, but where's the other accessories that you need? You need to have access to it. You need it to be close. And you know about that. You have drawers all over the place, don't you?
Yeah. I have cables and do you have a phone? Where do you charge it? Like, what do you able to take it out? Then where do you put the cable? I just think it looks, you know what? It appears tidy. I don't know if he did this for the picture and just moved everything off, but if that's not how you're using the desk, then the usability isn't there. Are the monitors plugged in? Like, you didn't show anything from underneath the desk. I don't know how the cable management, I knocked people for not showing what their cable management looks like underneath.
Which is fair. Yeah.
Are the monitors plugged in? Did you unplug them for this shot because you couldn't run the cables neatly? And I know sometimes you talk about how things aren't lined up on the desk right. If that main monitor in your middle is your main monitor and you have your one to your left for gaming or doing other things, I think it kind of works.
Yeah.
On that. The way that you have the picture set up, I can't see the cables out of the back of the PC, so I don't know what that looks like. So I dock points for that. How do you use your mic because you've got it behind the salt lamp? You're going to hit that salt lamp when you bring it out. So I think he set this picture up.
So he's fake. Are you exposing him?
I think I'm exposing. There's a lot of exposing going on.
Exposed, guys.
So I think this is too set up. Perfect.
It's a setup that's too set up.
Yeah. Sometimes
you just overdo it. No, I see exactly where you're coming from. Maybe it's completely fake. Maybe this is like, out of a brochure, he just kind of like how they set things up where there's no cables and later on they Photoshop the screens to look like they're on and stuff. Definitely a good point. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Some people said the walls have too much going on. I don't think so at all.
I think the wall color is boring, but You know, you have a lot on there. At least the pictures are framed. I got to give them points for that.
Yeah, and the shelves are nice, and it's all. I mean, look how like the little Hot Wheels, whatever, like super neat. I like it. Anyways, we spent 4 minutes on that setup, so let's go to the next one. Submitted by Mikkel. Let's see, he's from Denmark. He's been watching the show for a long time. Let's see, he likes football, aka soccer, tech. He likes spending time on his computer, and yeah. So take a look at this. How old do you think he is?
16.
15. Yeah. Initial thoughts though, yay or nay?
Another setup that just has everything there. Or is that everything? You have no storage. Is it somewhere else? This is the theme for this show. No storage.
Yeah.
You have to get up every time you need a cable, a paper, a pen, something to write on. And you know what? The other picture that they show is underneath. He drilled a hole for the cables for the monitor to run all that stuff under there. But yet, for your speakers, you didn't drill any holes. You put tape
Yeah.
the desk to do that. So that bothered me.
And that's just crazy because to do the hole for the speaker is even easier because it's a smaller drill bit.
Right.
You know, it's not like you have to make a huge ass hole. So I think that's a big part of it. But what did you think about the two cables under the desk that he could have ran up the leg or, ran up the far back leg and then just used those cable clamps?
Did you read my notes?
Huh?
Did you read my notes?
No, I don't even. Where are your notes?
Exactly what I have on here.
Really?
On the bottom of the desk, you've got all that cable gooped up top for the extension. Run it over to that far back leg, run it up the back of the leg, and then put it to the back of the desk and run it over to that signum. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, you nail that right up, and then those cables don't even exist. No one knows, especially the ones white. You know what I mean? So.
And also put some goddamn bass trim on your floor. Finish your.
Yeah, I like how it stops.
Stop. I gave up.
Yeah, but the other thing, right? I mean, I don't like where the PC is. I think that should be further in the corner on like an angle, tilted, and then you should have LEDs in there, and that shit should light up. It should look dope. And then, yeah, the right side is cool because it's like, okay, that's where you play your console games, whatever. Nice, no complaints there. But the overall setup,
zero theme,
no theme at all. Like
none.
I appreciate the Setup Addicts wallpaper. I know.
Get some. I'm gonna say this. It's a gimme. Get some pop vinyls. Get something. You like soccer? You got any like a soccer ball?
Yeah.
You know, something on the desk.
Frame a jersey. Put it right above. You know?
You got nothing.
Yeah. We don't know anything about you. I mean, I get it. It's like that simplistic look, but
I think I gave him a 3 on theme or something. I think it was bad.
Yeah, which is fair. It really is fair. So. He is always on the Setup Addicts Discord server. I'll try to link that down below. Go check it out. But yeah, all right, let's go to the next setup. You ready?
Yep.
All right, next setup of the day, as I get this started here, is submitted by Alistair. Okay, hi Alistair from England. He's trying to improve his setup. The laptop powers the setup. That's what he uses for school. He has to be able to take it out easily. He uses setup for photo, video editing, homework, browsing the web, sometimes gaming, and other stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. The first photo you're looking at was a recent photo. The last two were older photos. And I know it's like, Matt, why would you even include it? Because when he sent the updated photo, he only sent that one. That does not help at all. So I included the older ones so we kind of get an idea for where it is and whatnot. And I think that helps him with points overall. But what were your thoughts on this setup?
It's a simple desk. I like the riser on top. It gives you a little bit of storage, gives you a little bit of character to it. I like the wood and the white, combined.
Yeah.
in the overall room, I like the exposed beams in the room. I know that's not necessarily part of the setup.
Yeah, it looks dope.
But the giant picture on the wall, my OCD's killing me because it's not centered. The desk. And I know that you got your bed there and you have the desk there, but either move the painting over or move your desk and slide the desk over a little bit on that. So that's driving me crazy. The cables on the bottom there are it's just there's too much going on. Like you got to wrap them up in something. Be a little cleaner putting them behind the leg there. I saw what you were trying to do. You've got them all.
Yeah, good attempt.
It's a good attempt, but almost there.
I forgot to mention he's 13, by the way. Did I say that?
No, you didn't.
Okay, he's 13.
And the funny thing is, I looked at the one picture, and I was like, where does bed go in that one shot? You said he sent the first picture with just lighted up real close to the desk, to the right of the desk. It doesn't look like his bed was there in that picture. So, but
yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
Same spot. So, I don't know.
Regardless, he made it seem like it wasn't really any big changes. Maybe it just so happened to clip off right before the frame of the bed.
I don't know. It just doesn't look right. But
yeah.
I think you need some lights around the desk to give it a little bit of oomph. Work on that cable management a little bit more. And it's again, this is another. It's almost too clean. I don't know how much usability you have.
Yeah, I do like the far back shot. It looks cool with all the flags and the bright colors and stuff, but definitely needs a little bit more life in the setup itself. But hey, man, for 13, you're doing what you got to do, so keep it up. And let's go to the next one because this one might take a little bit longer to talk about. Submitted by Alex.
Woo!
Yeah, so let's see. Alex said. Okay, here's the problem. This is a separate email, so I don't know his original info. Let's see if I can find it real quick. In the meantime, what were your initial thoughts?
All right, we go from nothing on the desks to a whole bunch of stuff. And, holy pink Batman.
Yeah, right? You like that?
It's fun. You know what? And I will say, finally some personality. And you didn't even read anything to me yet, but it looks like he likes photography. He's got the cool pictures on the left side there with the camera and the like the old school city shot. Those are framed and clear, so I think it looks good. On the right side, it looks like I'm assuming that those are his photos that he's got on the collage up against the wall. That's really cool. It's rough, but not too rough to seem like it's calculated that he put it there. I like that. Again, you definitely went with the lights. Hopefully you can change those lights. I think he just did it for effect. For that. What is up with the chair? Zero usability on the chair. That's like something that you don't move. Like, how the hell do you gotta like slide that thing across? I just imagine Men in Black when Will Smith is moving the table and it just goes. I know it's a rug, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Quickly though, I did get his email. He said, he's 19. He's not a big gamer, but he does a lot of photography and filming work, which requires a lot of equipment. But let's see. Trying to see if there's something else. No, that's basically it. So
you know what? I think what you should start incorporating not only with age is try to determine what they enjoy before you tell them what the theme is. Like if you can determine a theme.
Sure. I mean, the problem is with other people that co-host the show, they take too long. So
yeah, you're right.
You're pretty straightforward with it though.
That's because I made notes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Most people don't care about my show that much. Yeah. Frame those posters. I like that he's got all those photos that he took, kind of like what you were saying. He's got his little work section to do whatever. Powered off his laptop. That's cool. It's clean. It's nice. Definitely a bold choice for LED color, but very cool nonetheless. But yeah, I don't really have anything else. I think you really said everything I was going to say.
Move the trash can, get rid of the printer. Best setup so far, I think, personality-wise. Maybe not the cleanest, but that's a lot of personality, and it's neat. So I think this is more usability than we've seen all day.
For sure. Yeah. All right. Final setup of the day. Now, it's funny because this is submitted by Andre. Now, Andre was on Setup Nightmares. I shit you not. He was on an episode. And his setup has progressed like a lot. I mean, he's sending me updated photos all the time. And he said in his email, like, yeah, I said I was done, but like, okay, here's one more update. And he kept doing that, which is good because your setup's never finished. So I'm excited to see someone that once had a disgusting, awful setup to now have a badass one. And oh God, see, when you guys send updated photos, please send them in one thread. It makes my life easier. But okay, I found his email actually. He's 40 years old. I don't know if were you expecting him to be 40?
No.
Okay, so does that change your thoughts?
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't even care about age at this point. I didn't know if they were younger or older. I think I would have said in their 20s.
Okay, well, taking a look at this, what were your thoughts?
My thoughts are, again, we went from nothing on the desks to a whole bunch of stuff in and around it. I like the theme. Definitely know that you're a Star Wars fan. But the problem is you've got the windows, and if you just put the stuff on top of the windows, and it's just blocking it. And I think I think you need to move that stuff, and you think take the Vader poster and put it up on the right side, and and maybe move the other one that's on the right side over a little bit, just to kind of off center it a little bit. But if that's natural light, you need to use it. Don't block your windows. I think that's the thing that drives me nuts on that. So you need to move the Stone Roses poster and the Vader poster off of that. But hey, at least it's framed.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That is a benefit right there. Now,
Right.
One thing that I thought was funny, I mean, the setup, don't get me wrong, tons of cool shit. I mean, really, I like the Vader. I like that you have all these different things, framed and all over the place, and tons of headphones, holders all over the place, the pop vinyls.
Which ones do you need?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little overkill, but at least it's nicely put, and you have tons of little figures and stuff. But the only thing I was a little confused about, I don't know if everyone's on the same page as me, but I'm pretty sure that Christmas is still a little bit away. Get it? Because okay, no. Some people see the Christmas lights in the top left.
Yes.
Oh shit! What the Santa? Okay, there's 118 days until Christmas, so I'd get rid of those. I actually Googled how many days until Christmas. Try to zoom in. I think some people saw it, Tom.
I did.
Okay, that's weird. Why does it do that? Even in the other photo?
What's that?
Oh, there you go.
You can barely.
Okay, now you can see. I just want to make sure, because I know Mike sees it, but some people may not see it. I don't want to look stupid. They're like, Matt, there are none.
No.
But I do like the setup. The one thing I don't like is how flat the monitors are. Tilt those in a little bit, get some usability. If you look at the second photo, they look flat as hell. And that's like really hard to use on a daily basis. But if you go back through the Setup Nightmares, I'm sure you'll find it. His name's Andre. You'll see his progression and setups. And I just want to give him a quick little clap, because it really is a big deal to go from crappy to not crappy.
Also, get a new rug. That thing looks like it's been through.
Yeah. It's not. It's a wood floor, though, that he's got, like...
Yep. Get a new drop rug or something.
There's two of them, though.
Yeah, it's bad.
Why do you have two? Oh, okay. I don't know. Well...
Some of the things I noticed because I looked at these pictures way too long.
Really? Were you, like, studying,
yeah.
like, his SATs or something?
Oh, I have notes galore on all these guys. I'm just skipping through them now because of the issues we had earlier.
Yeah, well, do you have any setups you want to quickly make a note about before we say the scores?
No. Cable management on all of them, in my opinion, it was just not there. It's just a little bit here and there. Either you didn't take pictures of the bottom because it doesn't look as good, and if you did, bravo to you, but you still got points off because it needed to be redone. Only a couple themes in this one. Usability may not have been there as much as all of them, so that's why the scores were the way they were.
Yeah, agreed. So here we go. Scores. We got our boy Cannon with a 68, Hasan with a 61, Yoav with a 63, Drew with a 77, Mikkel with a 50, and he's probably like, fuck you guys. Alistair, 68, Alex 75, and Andre 74. And surprisingly, Drew won. But if you could choose, who do you think should win this episode without the scores involved?
I really didn't think Drew would win. Wow.
Yeah, he won by 2 points.
Wow. I would have thought, even though Alex probably could, have easily been the winner on this, but I guess you like Drew better.
I would choose Alex to win, though, if I had to choose.
Someone says Alex is a girl. Well, that would be awkward if it was.
Let me quickly check something. Because I don't want to have an episode. No, Alex is a dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Dodge a bullet there. Anyways, guys, that's it. Sorry that this episode was kind of like all over the place. Even on YouTube, I'm sure you guys are like, this is a weird episode. But we spent 40 minutes trying to fix a beep that's... Has it beeped a lot, Mike?
No, not much at all. I hear it every once in a while.
Maybe Jesus does love me. Anyways, I'm going to go to church. This is it, though, guys. Thanks for watching. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you on Flippity Flop. Peace. Bye, Mike. Hi. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Later.